what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is the 8th of January 31st today, and we are headed to town. It's Saturday. We're going out to the rodeo tonight, but we're going to try and knock out some of this shopping for the next month today. So we're going to hit Atwoods, Walmart, and Aldi. Try and get all that knocked out, and we might hit Sam's on the way to the rodeo. We have a high at 24 today. So if we buy some stuff at Sam's, it's not like it's going to get too hot in the car because it's being in a refrigerator. So, all in all, I think we did pretty well this month. I think we decided we ended up going to the store 4 times.
Yep.
We went and got some cabbage and some vegetables right before the big freeze. I did have to go get one more pack of toilet paper. Had to get dog food. What else?
I think that's it.
So, all in all, pretty good.
I know we were less than $100 over budget. I don't have the exact number off the top of my head, but we were less than 100. So $700. Let's just say $700 for the month, which is well below what we were normally spending per month making the weekly or bi-weekly strips. And we have food left over.
So we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
We use the same spreadsheet. I've made some upgrades to the spreadsheet, made some changes. Got the shopping list feature kind of figured out, which is good.
Yep.
And we're using that again, so I'll show you that again. And I'll try to remember to actually show you the actual spreadsheet. Yeah, thank you, my guys. Back up. I hope y'all enjoy this series. My video last month did super well, so I'm super excited about that. If you're new here, welcome. If you're first time seeing this, go ahead and subscribe. We're doing this at least 12 times this year. So if nothing else, I know I'm going to post 12 videos this year, so that's pretty good.
We're doing way more things this year than just grocery shopping. We'll take you guys to the rodeo with us this evening. We are doing the ABC date idea where we do like theme dates. So naturally this is letter R. Our next one will be letter A, and that's on Valentine's Day. So we've got a few trips planned this year that will take you guys along. And then just getting back into homesteading. Winter is so slow. We've already started planning gardening. We have a time frame to breed the rabbits once the girls are big enough, and we need to introduce them to the girls. We got new females.
That's true.
We haven't introduced them. And we're doing new chickens. We're getting chicks this year, not letting them go broody. Ours are aged out of laying, and we can talk about that later. But yeah, we got a lot going on in the spring.
Yeah.
Right now it's so slow. We got what we decide on
We
our
got
property
8 inches
alone.
of snow.
Yeah.
So we had 8 inches of snow from the big snow apocalypse event, and we cleared up. I went to work the Monday after. The roads were fine here. Our friends out in Texas are still struggling. Sucks for them. But
Yeah, their kids were out of school all week. Everybody in Texas just got ice. We got snow.
So that was cool. Very dry, very light. But it's been cold. We've been burning through the firewood. And we had a little bit of freezing this morning that we haven't had through any of this. And we had 100 and some odd hours below zero. I thought it was only supposed to get down into the 20s last night, but it got down to 7 at one point with 18 mile an hour gusts, 15 mile an hour sustained winds. And the high today is now only 24. So it's supposed to be in the 50s tomorrow, and by next weekend in the 70s for highs. So most of this stuff will get burnt off, like that burn pile there. Yeah, no. Winter's slow, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Hasn't been too stir crazy, which has been nice. And we're getting into spring. We got probably another month till it starts looking like spring. Another 6 weeks before it starts acting like spring. So,
Right.
that'll be pretty good. But anyway, we're headed to Atwoods now. Get some feed.
think they got chicks?
No, they should not have chicks. They shouldn't have chicks until the end of March.
So we noticed we were getting a couple of new subscribers, and we are so excited about that. And I'm kind of hoping they're homesteading people, because I am very, very curious at what you guys prefer if you're a homesteader and do gardening, of starting seeds or direct sow. So we've got a lot of plans in continuing with our container garden, because we were super successful in that area. We were not successful in anything we planted in the ground, which I guess this last season was only corn.
Yeah.
Corn did not do well. We had a very big caterpillar problem that got into our corn. So I don't think we're doing corn this year. We actually buy our corn from the FFA. They do big bags, and we usually just support them and get a few bags and freeze it. So I'd rather just not waste the garden space for that. But do you start seeds or do you direct sow? And what was the other thing I had questions on, but I don't remember. I've been just Googling a lot of companion planting. We had a lot of pests this last season, lots of bugs, lots of bug problems. We had what was the new bug? The
stinging beetles.
The blister beetles.
Blister beetles.
One of them got in my shoe, and I had blisters all over the top of my foot, and it was horrible. And it really made me not want to go into the garden, because we had so many. Like, there were spaces in the garden that we couldn't go. I was afraid to go into. So definitely going into this season with some pest control ideas and companion planting, so we're not exactly having to use pesticides, because our nephew just goes out and eats stuff right out of the garden, and I don't want that. I don't want him not to be able to do that. So yeah, pest control, leave all your tips. And whether you direct sow or, because we've got to create our setup. We can't do it in the pantry this season. We need to do it in the shop. So
yeah, that is a disadvantage to this monthly shopping, is at the beginning of the month it takes up a lot of space.
Yeah. Last year we had cleared off a whole shelf in our pantry and used that shelf with some grow lights. Now, we did go on the 500-mile garage sale last year and bought new grow lights, and so we need to get those figured out and set up. Maybe that's something we could do in February.
Yep.
And figure that out. But yeah, we've got all of the tools.
Oh, yeah, we've got seed block makers and grow lights.
We've been doing this a
shelves.
really long time. It's crazy. So we started growing plants in Texas. Okay, well, we're rambling. We'll see you guys at Atwoods.
Well, bad news. They're here.
They're so cute.
I don't know why they're here. It is way too early in the year for folks to be buying these for backyard flocks. I mean, you can, don't get me wrong, if you're going to have your brooder like in your house, but buying the first week of February? It's going to be, yeah, those heavies are big. Look at these guys. Just Atwoods blend of heavy breeds. They are already huge. Versus these are bantams that are next to them. They're normal size. So we'll be doing that this year, buying chicks and starting a new flock, but we won't do it until closer to warmer weather. That's what I was saying. If you're going to breed these up in your house, it's fine. But they're going to be in the ducks from this last one. 6 to 8 weeks, they're going to be ready to go outside. So 6 to 8 weeks from now, it's going to be the end of March. And it's going to still be here where we're at. It's still going to be pretty cold outside to be putting pullets out. So, but if people want to buy them, keep them in their house and deal with that, I guess they can. We'll probably end up picking ours up into February, I would think. But we got rabbit feed, we got bird seed because my wife loves the birds, so we've been feeding the birds chicken feed. So they'll hang out outside the window while we've been home so she can watch them. And we got a chicken feed too or something like that. There's a lot of it actually. But the specific one we buy is the cheap one. So we're gonna find that. It's a pretty simple shopping trip here at Aldi. Also, if you're thinking about getting into poultry, getting backyard chickens, these beginner poultry kits are great. The only complaint I ever have about them is these little feeders. Let me find one. I bet I got them over here. Those little feeders will tear up your chicks' bellies. And if you don't know what you're seeing there, it can be a little alarming. You know, we raised chicks, and we'll do it again this year, and we'll have to build a new brooder this year. So I'll be excited to show you. They look like this. They're just smaller. And the chicks will go back and forth across the top of that, and that ridge will tear up their belly. Nothing wrong with your chicks, it just knocks their feathers off. But I had a friend that I work with that had that happen, and they're freaking out about it. No, it's fine. It's just those feeders. So, only complaint I have about those. But you can spend $20 on the materials to build the brooder that I build, and $30 on that. Where is she going? And buy you know, the 4 chickens you're allowed in city limits, for example, and you'd be ready to go to get your chicks started. So they really make it super easy and convenient with these kits anymore. Lots of burpee seeds. This is the brand we've been the most successful with growing. Though most of the ones we bought last year we did get from the dollar store. Same seeds, same seed company, just the bags have fewer seeds in them. So that's what we're just talking about. We're going to have to sit down tomorrow and go through the seeds that we have left from last year and figure out what we want to get this year, what we want to do with the garden this year. So I have some ideas, and I know she has some things she wants to change, so we'll see where that gets us. But I think we're going to do some more container gardening this year than last year. And why do you keep looking at these big pots?
Because they're containers.
So are those.
That's true. They're cheaper too. That's what we're gonna do.
Dems is $4, $24.
No, they're not. They're 15.
Thousands of dollars. All right, $36 at the Atwoods. None of those 3 bags will make the whole month. The rabbits, the chickens.
We did this time.
Did we?
Yeah.
Well, that's convenient. I think we had, but I think maybe, I don't know. I feel like we had leftover from the month before, but either way, $36 for a bag of rabbit food, bag of chicken food, and a bag of seeds, and a soda. They had the California Dreamin', which is the orange cream soda in individual cans, so I got one of those too, but it was 96 cents, so we don't have to count that. It's a rounding error in today's economy. Anyway, we're going to pop into Dollar Tree, try and not fall on this ice, and see if they've got their seeds out yet. Alright, so this year it looks like they have the American Seed Company instead of Burpee. But they're still great seeds. They're 3 packs for $1.50, which is a great deal, especially in a smaller garden environment. Outside of the first year we were here when we had our 5,000 square foot garden, by and large, 1 pack of seeds is enough for most varieties. You know, you've got 30 seeds or 60 seeds or whatever it is in a pack. You're not going to grow that many. Most people are not going to grow that many of most things. Like, you don't want 60 cucumber plants. Nobody has space or time for that. So, but yeah, your Dollar Tree, if you have one, it's definitely a great option to buy your seeds and keep your prices way low. And you can find all sorts of other stuff in here too, like pots and whatnot, that are also very, very cheap to grow stuff. And these, oh, look there.
We help.
What are you doing? Oh. There you go.
So these are great. We use these. We have several of these. I don't know if we bought them here or where we bought them. But they're just mini greenhouses, so you fill it with soil and put your seeds in, and then you use warm water, and then put that top on there. You can leave them for the 7 days to germination, and you won't have to water, you won't have to do anything. It'll just stay and what's it called? Condensate and everything, and re-water what you put in there. And then you take it off after 7 days, and if you need to re-water, and just keep putting that lid on and only water when it dries out, and you'll end up with, I think within like 2 weeks, pretty good size seedlings.
And now the real challenge begins. We've made it to Aldi. We have a list. We have 2 pages on the list. Let me see the list real quick. Stand by. So we have the list. And got how to buy, what to buy is on there, prices and all that good stuff. The problem is the list doesn't include all the things that I want to add to the cart as we shop. And that's really the biggest problem when it comes to shopping with me at Aldi. And also, I've seen an alarming amount of slander towards Aldi on my TikTok in the last couple of weeks. Folks like, I tried Aldi for the first time. They didn't have anything that I wanted. They didn't have anything I needed. I was looking for insert random brand of cookie that they couldn't find, or whatever the case may be. It's like, Aldi's not for you. If you don't know how to shop, Aldi's not for you. If you don't know how to cook, Aldi's not for you. That's not what they do here. But if you watch Fat Electrician on TikTok or YouTube or Pepperbox, phenomenal video about the history of Aldi, the story of Aldi. So I'm gonna get out of her way and let her get to shopping and see how well we can do. So far we have potatoes, so we know we're gonna be good.
So we did these prices at the end of December, and I'm already having to make an adjustment. So when we did the prices in December, potatoes were cheaper at Walmart. Well, today potatoes are cheaper here. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted this. The price line wasn't. We didn't have this last month, so I couldn't compare to Aldi's prices because we had to come in, write everything down, and then go back and put it in the list so it would generate the who had it cheapest list. So that's why I wanted to have the line added this month so that I could see, because I had $4.54 for the price of potatoes, and right now they're $3.69. So it's almost $1 cheaper. So we'll make that adjustment, and then we can just continue to price check Aldi's compared to everybody else. So yeah, one thing down.
Fortunately, Aldi doesn't have an API. I can access Walmart's API, and I can get Sam's API. I know how to get to both of those so that I can make these lists automatically update. It's a lot of effort because I have to pick the individual item, and if that item goes out of stock or changes, it's kind of annoying while she makes a mess over here with cilantro. But I can. It is possible. But Aldi, the only way you can do it is through DoorDash, and DoorDash doesn't have an API that I can pull data from. So hopefully someday Aldi gives us an API. I don't know why they would. It doesn't fit with their business model, but it sure would be convenient. Mid-store update. I've added snacking cheese crackers to go with it, and tortilla chips because we bought queso last month that we didn't use.
Yeah.
And I remembered to get the reusable produce bags because she loaded those 4 sweet potatoes into the bag and it just tore right through the bottom. And I remembered we had those, so we're using them.
We've also had to move things because they were cheaper here at Aldi than they were at Walmart, that I added new to the list, which we started that with potatoes as soon as we walked in the door. So it'll just
mid-store update. How you feeling?
Thanks, pretty good.
We're doing pretty good.
We're doing pretty good.
Budget's pretty good.
I don't know.
I think so. I think we're doing great. Best shopping trip we've ever. That's not true. We've had some phenomenal shopping trips over the years, but
that's when double couponing and all of that stuff was a thing, because I was kick-ass at the double couponing and walking out with like $20 worth of stuff for like $2. So we're in line at Aldi, and I don't think we hit $200. If we did, it's due to taxes. So let's see.
Did you get everything on the list?
Hmm?
Did you see the list? And you added a bunch.
So I moved a bunch. I wouldn't say I added a bunch. I moved a bunch from all of this from Walmart to here because the prices were cheaper. But these were ones that were added to the mass-produced shopping list that we created last month, just based on last month's groceries. And we'll add as we go along throughout this year. And then he created an option where I could just uncheck or check what I needed to be on this specific grocery list for the month. So it's like developing grocery list.
So she thinks we're under 200. We'll see what it's like here in just a minute when we get to the front. Aldi's packed today, so it's taking a minute. All right, well, we're doing pretty good. All our cold stuff's in there. Now, this shopping trip was arguably a failure. Budget was $200. No, not really. Budget $600 for the month. But she thought we were going to be at $200. And had I not gotten my cheese and my crackers to snack on throughout the month, we'd have made it. We were at $205 before taxes. So pretty good. Pretty good. So next up, we head to Wally World. And looks like we're probably going to take all this stuff with us to the rodeo. Not going to have time to run back to the house, drop it all off, put it all away. And then head back out and drive past here to get to Tulsa. Because we're 20 minutes up the road here versus the almost 40 minutes to the rodeo. So hit Walmart next. How do you feel about our arguably successful failure?
What do you mean?
Well, it wasn't $200, so we failed there.
Right.
Granted, $200 wasn't the goal. It was just what you thought you were at.
Yeah,
but,
no. We're not hitting $200 anywhere else.
Yeah.
So
we should be good.
we're doing really good. I think we're doing excellent. We got a lot. Aldi is our biggest place.
Yeah, we buy more here than anything else. And also, I said at the end of the last video, I don't think I said it in this one yet. We bought a bunch of stuff at Sam's last month that we won't buy this month.
Right.
Dish tabs, laundry tabs,
Right.
trash bags, that kind of stuff. A lot of that pantry staple stuff we picked up while we were at Sam's last month.
Which we are not.
And we won't need this month. And a few of those we won't even need next month. So that's good news.
All right.
I don't know why this guy is out with his boat. Snow on the ground. And this guy's got his freaking pontoon boat out.
I can't say I'm excited. I'm interested to see if we will buy trash bags this year. Because that box contained like 200 trash bags. And I feel like if our little house of 3 is consuming 200 trash bags
Actually,
in a year.
If I remember right, that bag contained 500 trash bags. Because if I remember right, I said it was going to take us 2 years to use them all if we used one a week, or 2 a week.
Either way, that box, if we consume that amount of trash, we have a problem. Especially considering we burn our cardboard. Majority of the time, our cardboard does not go in there. And anything we can use in the garden gets kept. So, yeah, completely interested to see if that was the one thing I know that I shouldn't have to buy. I would think. We'll see. Yeah, but on to Walmart.
We aren't going to be packing any more meat for a little bit. I guess we'll do some. That's not true. So we burned through a ton of our baggies packing ground deer. So, anyway, Walmart's conveniently right across the street, so that takes long to get here.
This month, we are using the turkey my brother brought from Texas that's in our son's freezer. So at some point, we will have to get that from him and start the thawing process. So he's going to smoke it probably next weekend. If we can get it tomorrow and get it thawed in time for next weekend. You can go to that one there. But, yeah.
Okay, so we found a deal on rotisserie chickens for $1.99. And I got some incense.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Tell me about my incense.
Oh my gosh. So I guess he watched a TikTok of a lady buying them at the Renaissance Festival. And he was like, did you ever light incense? And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, I had one with a dragon that the smoke come out of its nose. Can we try that? Because I burn candles and I don't have any problem with incense. But he never wanted to go into the hippy dippy stores in the mall, because we still have a good mall, to ever look at incense or anything like that. So it never came up. But Walmart has them, and it's $2.89 for the incense, 40 incense sticks and the stand. So we're gonna give it a shot and see if he still enjoys them versus me burning candles.
Yeah. But they have our butter this month. They didn't have our butter last month. They were out of Imperial. But they are out of eggs, which is weird because they had like cases of eggs over at Aldi. And they're out of a lot of the creamer, and a bunch of the milk is gone, and a bunch of the juice is gone. I don't know if they just haven't restocked yet from the storm that was a week ago, but they get 3 trucks a day, so I don't know why that's the case. But anyway, yeah, we got 5 rotisserie chickens for $1.99 a piece.
They were $3.97. They're normally like $4.99 when they're warm, but if you buy them cold, they're usually about $1 to $1.50 cheaper. Well, these are $1.99. So we bought all that they had, and we'll use them for broth like we did last month and meals.
They're lemon pepper. Anyway, we're doing pretty good. Way less stuff at Walmart. So, trucking right along. Just got dog food. I think there's a couple of things left on the list.
Yeah.
Shrimp was out of this world. They didn't have anything that was tail off. I use it for a pasta dish. It's like I need it tail off. I don't want to have to thaw them and then devein them, and it doesn't make any sense. But everything they had was frozen, raw, tail on, and it makes sense. It was way more expensive. They had cooked.
Yeah.
So we'll go back to Aldi and pick that up, and we also have to get one more creamer for the month because we only were able to get 2. But they are the limited edition of 2 of my favorite flavors. We have pecan praline and almond biscoff. Just fancy cookies. I like cookies. So anyway, we're about done with Walmart. All right, well, she corrects me yet again. We were not almost done.
Yeah, and I don't think we ended up with too much extra. They already have bathing suits out, so I got to look a little bit since we have a cruise in September. I don't think we got much of anything extra. We had a couple of things like the shrimp and paper towels.
Yeah, they had a paper towels.
And there was one other thing.
That's right. We get Dollar General for those. I did get long reach matches because my torch, the igniter on my torch has died for my wood stove.
I don't know how well those are going to work. I have a little big lighter that I bought the other day, but other than that, we found some strawberries for a really good deal, so I went ahead and picked those up. But yeah, I don't think we spent, let's see, because it's Walmart, let's say 150, but I don't think we're there. I'm going to say 150 or less.
I think she's pretty close on that. I'm going to go 141.52.
It's going to be oddly.
We'll see how it is. All right, let the record show that I was closest. The total was
139.43. He guessed 141.
142.51. Closest without going over.
Neither one of us went over though, which is great.
Yeah. So, and we had $10 worth of stuff we weren't planning to buy with the incense and some strawberries and the matches. So
yeah,
we're doing pretty good. We're under
350.
We're under 350. Well under 350 actually, which is really good because we have Sam's left.
And we don't have a ton on
Phelps.
that. There may be 10 items at Sam's.
And we gotta go to Dollar General and get paper towels.
And then at some point we will get shrimp.
And we gotta get shrimp. I'm gonna go back over to Aldi and get shrimp at some point. Probably tomorrow or Sunday or Monday because my teenager will have to grocery shop.
Yeah.
So.
But I think I want that to be my Valentine's dinner.
So yeah, you can have fun cooking with Houston video. Anyway, we're headed back towards Manford to go drop all this stuff off. All right, we've done the math. $354.78. So if you excluded all the couple little things that I added and the couple things that we didn't plan for, figured out that we ended up not getting 2 things.
Yeah, tomato paste was on the Sam's list, but I only needed 2 little cans. So I had written move it to Aldi. Had we taken all 3 lists, it would have been bought today, but we didn't take all 3 lists because I knew we weren't doing Sam's today. But we are actually doing Sam's, maybe. Yeah.
So tomato paste and shrimp. Got to go back to Aldi and one more creamer. At least I'll have to shop with my oldest son at some point this week because we carpool all week and I have his car. So we'll have to go into Aldi anyway. So I'll just grab those 3 things while we're there. But let me. Did you want to say something?
I wish I had the prices of things back when we used to shop on $100 a week.
Oh, a long time ago.
Long time ago. Kids were little. Because this doesn't seem like $350 worth of groceries, but it is. I mean, I still think we did excellent. I'm sure there are a lot of states where this would have been $600 worth of groceries, but our small town here in Oklahoma, this is $350 worth.
So This is the meat department. We got some sandwich meat, bacon, hamburger patties, eggs, sausage for breakfast, more sausage for breakfast, pepperoni, and a whole flock of chickens. Oh goodness! And then we got some cleaning stuff. This is all the household stuff. So toilet paper, batteries, magic erasers, toilet cleaner. You know,
All that. Yeah.
my deodorant. I've been rocking this deodorant since I was like 8 years old. Since I started wearing deodorant, and it's going away. Degree just doesn't make it very often anymore, I guess, because you can only get it in these twin packs. But she found me 2 more.
We have black beans, oatmeal. That's mainly for my breakfast, but I got oatmeal because it's warm. We buy the packets for the water. I bought 2 different boxes this time because I ran out, and I won't drink water without flavor in it. All of our canned goods. If the price continues to go up on canned goods, might switch to frozen. I don't know. But they had gone up 25 cents
Per can.
Per can. So Aldi is still the cheapest. But we have stuff for my nephew that I keep during the week. Cookies, puffs. He can't eat the red ones. Uncle and I eat the red ones. And then his turtles. But he likes the little ones. And he can have those as like a dessert for lunch. Chicken fries.
Jello.
That's for an
Jello.
activity.
Jello.
It's for an activity.
This is my cheese that caused us to go over at Aldi.
No, it's not.
And my crackers. Where are they at? They're there. Cheese and crackers. That's why we went over at Aldi.
We get Drake 3 bottles of root beer for the month. He actually does really good spacing that out. Other than that, he drinks flavored water. Him and Houston have the Circle water bottles, and we pay for the cartridges for those. And then
he does surprisingly well for a 14-year-old. He entirely self-regulates himself on making those 3 2-liters last for the whole month. So it's pretty good of him.
Lots of vegetables, stuff like spinach. We buy lots of bell peppers. Bell peppers are one of the easiest things to freeze for like fajitas. We dice them up as well for recipes because we grew a lot this year. And then we had a place where we could buy stuff in bulk for super cheap, so we would stock up on stuff. But they're out of business due to some tax fraud. So hopefully they get that sorted out because we would love them to come back. But salad kits, apples. I think there's celery in there. We're getting carrots at Sam's because that's a better deal. Stocked up on condiments like mayonnaise, ketchup, steak sauce, soy sauce, stuff we had run out of. Ranch we have to buy once a week. Grape jelly because that's been an issue in our house.
Some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches while we were here for Snowpocalypse. And we didn't have any grape jelly, so.
But yeah, that's pretty much
Potatoes.
it. Potatoes. Got some fresh basil. Stuff that we normally grow. So we actually do really well growing our stuff in the spring. Winter is where we have an issue. So it's really going to take into consideration. We need to figure out what we're supposed to be planting per person so that our produce are going a bit longer. We just finished the last of our zucchini and squash that we grew. We were really successful with them this year. Cucumbers go really fast in this house. Unless we pickle, we still have a bunch of garlic dill that probably need to eat with just about anything, I guess. But yeah, all of our dairy. So we go through lots of sour cream and cheese. We did find that I can make this stuff. It's just one of those things. Sour cream takes a whole 24 hours to sour, basically. And if you don't think about it ahead of time, like you don't have it. We go through so much
That's not even
butter.
the biggest issue. The fact that you can make butter at home. You make sour cream at home. You can make all of that with heavy cream. The problem is it's cheaper exponentially to buy it this way than it is to make it yourself. Unless you have a cow. If you have a cow, then yes, you should be making all that stuff. But if you don't, it's cheaper to buy it than it is to make it yourself.
So we will actually be making butter only because I have a recipe that I need buttermilk. And buttermilk is actually more expensive than buying heavy whipping cream. So I will just have the extra butter and we will use that butter because this butter freezes really well. Not real sure if the raw butter freezes all that
I
well.
don't think it would. This is not real butter.
This
It's
is
vegetable
fake butter.
oil.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
We buy the Imperial. It's $1.
It's Imperial.
Whatever. It's vegetable oil. That's fine. It works just as well.
Yeah.
It's not as healthy. I know that. We'll live. That's not what's going to kill us. I promise.
Right. But I think we're on a good front. We have what?
$244 and some coinage left.
And we are not spending that at Sam's tomorrow. Yeah. I do have a thing to add to the list.
I am capable, but we will not be.
No, we are not. For our Sam's, because I did buy the sausages to make them sausage biscuit sandwiches for their breakfast. But it seems that we're going to be significantly less than what we were last month. And we knew we knew it was going to happen because we did not buy a bunch of bulk items.
The stock up stuff. So obviously that's why we have the Sam's Club. Well, that's why you shop at Sam's, so you don't have to buy it every month.
Right.
So
I think one of the big things that are debating at Sam's is coffee. We are having a coffee issue. We are used to espresso roast coffee.
Good coffee's not cheap, but you need a lot of coffee for a month, surprisingly.
We need 40 ounces.
And it's just not. It doesn't. Yeah, we need 48 ounces for a month, really, and that's a lot of coffee to buy. Coffee's not cheap, so we got to figure that out. But we're rambling again. So we're gonna get this stuff put away because we need to eat dinner in an hour at a restaurant that's in town, and all this stuff's still on the table. So we'll catch you on a bit. Alrighty, guys, stay tuned. We are at Sam's Club, as you can see. Had a great time at the rodeo last night, and at dinner went to a place called R Bar, which is a sister restaurant to Roosevelt's on Cherry Street here in Tulsa. It's a phenomenal restaurant, and dinner last night was great as well. Fortunately, both places we went played music the whole time, so I couldn't really film in there. But anyway, we had a great time at the rodeo. It's my wife's first rodeo. She had a great time, and we got a list. Not a lot on this list. And then we got to make a quick stop at Aldi, pick up 3 things. We need shrimp, tomato paste, and 1 more coffee creamer. So, and then my son has to do his shopping. But we're shopping coffee right now. We're getting some Cowboy Special, some good old Folgers.
This one, or do you want to pay?
Pay the $2 extra. Yep, nope. Pay the $2 extra and get the black silk.
Well, it's $6.
That's fine. Get the black silk anyway. Yeah, we when we run out of coffee, we have a emergency collection of Folgers K-Cups that I cut open. We ran out of coffee yesterday, so we used the K-Cup coffee this morning, and it was just classic red can Folgers, and it's good. So we're going to try the dark roast Folgers this month, because that's how much coffee we're drinking in a month. So we got a good handful of things to get here. Not too much. A lot of flour, baking powder, vegetables. So, yeah, I'll show you all this stuff when we get to the end. And, yeah, it's been a great weekend. All right, finished all of our list shopping. We're now entering the danger zone. Drake's going to go do some snack shopping. He's shopping for breakfasts. We're thinking maybe donuts for breakfast. Cakes. Oh, chocolate donuts. The nerds looking at nerds.
Hey, be still. Not a nerd.
Okay.
We got carrots and tomatoes and nanners. A couple salad kits. We use these for breakfast. Flour, sugar, baking powder. Drake also got some ice cream sandwiches and some blueberries to put in the freezer. And coffee. So we use the Scan and Go app. If you've never used it, you should be if you go to Sam's. Let's see here. $150 spent here, so that puts us up at, we're right at $500. So we have like $100 left in the budget for the month. A little bit less.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Pretty good.
Well, there's some that's
some of that's Drake's and some of that's David's. So we got more than $100 left for the month. That's even better news.
I won't make Drake pay for all of his
Why not?
goodies.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, next up we're headed to Brahms for lunch because I want an ice cream, and so we don't have it in town where I can just go get, because I don't want a gallon pistachio almond. I just want a little cup of it. So we're gonna head over there and have some lunch and get me an ice cream. Gonna head back to the house and get this stuff put away. And we got some work to do around the house to get ready for the week, firewood and such. All right, well, we're back again, the Aldis, so he can do his grocery shopping. But it's okay, he needs like 5 things. Tortillas, hamburger buns, hamburger patties. No, he doesn't need hamburger patties, he has deer. Fritos, cheese, chili, sour cream. Drake needs some cakes, apparently. We need coffee creamer, slicer tomatoes, a couple other things. Alright, so into the shopping. Here's what we ended up with. Got flour, sugar. Drake got donuts. We got lettuce. This turkey we picked up from my son's house that we got to defrost. He also got himself some ice cream sandwiches. We got... These are a new salad kit that has come out this year from Dole. Or I guess last year now. The smash burger style, and it's delicious. We get these from our local grocery store, Phelps. So we stopped and grabbed 2 of those. One for her lunches and then one for a dinner this week. Most of this is Sam's. Most of this you saw earlier. The zucchini, string cheese, carrots, and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. Then we did make that last stop at Aldi for 1 more creamer. So that gives us 3 creamers for the month. Some of the tomatoes paste and our shrimp.
Yeah.
So we spent another, what, at Sam's? $150? $140?
Minus, so Drake has money that stays in our savings account that we just move when he wants extra things. And so he paid for his ice cream. We don't make him pay for fruit and like his normal stuff like his
he got
donuts.
A big thing of blueberries that'll just go in the freezer and he can just pop them in his mouth.
And is to supplement when he doesn't want school's breakfast. So I won't make him pay for those. But the ice cream, because we don't eat ice cream on a regular basis, we're making him pay for that. And then Damien bought spice.
His spice is over here. His
spice. So that's $18 out of the $148. So we spent about $130. I would say. 130 there, and probably $10 at Phelps.
Yeah, I think it was $14.15 at Phelps, if I remember right. I have the receipt in the bag. I think it was $14.15, so that's $155. And then the $6, I guess, at Phelps for the 2 salads. So it's pretty good. So yeah, we're still floating right around $100 left for the month's $600 budget, which is great. The only thing we haven't got yet that I know for sure is paper towels, because Walmart was out, and we'll stop at Dollar General at some point and get those.
Yeah, but I'm not out yet, so it's like no rush to go and get those, and it'll be $3.
Yeah, just 3.99 rolls paper towels.
We're doing really, really good. And one of the big things, if you watch these videos, we don't buy a ton of meat, because if you've watched January's, you know that he tagged 5 deer during hunting season. So we live on that a majority of the year. Last year was October to May, and that was on 3. So this year, hopefully we go a little longer. We've shared more this year than we have in the past. So we'll see. But that's what we're still living on. And then like the free turkey, my brother gave it to my son to give to us, and he's just housed it in his freezer. But like the turkey was free through their work program or whatever, so they won't make the turkey, so you'll see us live on that for, I think I have 5 meals at the most planned right now, but that doesn't mean it won't get used for other things.
So real convenience that we were talking about yesterday of this monthly shopping is that it frees up the other 3 weekends. Yes. We were normally shopping 50 times a year, realistically. 50 weekends out of the year we were going grocery shopping, and the other 2 was because we were traveling or something. Right. So every weekend, and basically every Saturday we were grocery shopping for 4 to 6 hours, just because for us to go grocery shopping, if we go into town, it's an hour of commute, just if we don't shop at our little local grocery store. So it's 4 to 6 hours every time. So this is giving us back, 12 to 18 hours of free time, plus all the other time that goes into grocery shopping, put things away and all that good stuff. So that's been a huge bonus that I didn't even expect and experience in the last month.
Right.
So that's super cool. I really like that part. But now we're going to sign this off, and we're going to go outside after we put the stuff away and talk about what we're going to do for gardens this year and figure that out. And we'll talk to you about that sometime in the next couple weeks. But anyway, we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.